Meanwhile, Joe Biden has banned Russian oil imports into the United States, a decision that has split the Western world's response. What is interesting is that the European nations are not in favor of banning Russian oil and gas. They say that they are simply too dependent on Moscow to in fact carry out this ban. So the question, of course, is what kind of an impact will Biden's decision really have? Does it really hurt Russia economically? Our next report gets you the details.
Today, I'm announcing the United States is targeting the main artery of Russia's economy. We're banning all imports of Russian oil and gas and energy.
After weeks of will he, won't he, Joe Biden has done what his lawmakers wanted. He has sanctioned Russian oil, banned Moscow from exporting oil to the United States. How will this impact Russia? Will it deal a body blow to Putin's war machine? Far from it. It's a fact that Russia's biggest economic asset right now is its oil and gas sector. But Biden's sanctions are more like a free hit. The numbers tell you why. In 2021, Russia accounted for just 8% of American oil imports. That's around 245 million barrels per year, or 672,000 barrels a day. It's a fairly modest amount. This ban hurts neither America nor Russia. So turning off the tap is relatively easy for the U.S.
In the short term, again, the U.S. doesn't import that much oil and gas from Russia, and so this is more of a moral statement than significant economic impact. There is impact on the margins.
No significant economic impact for the U.S., same for Russia. It can make up for the loss of American business by selling oil to Asian customers like China or India. So what does the ban really do? It splits the West's response against Russia. The fractures are evident. The European Union hasn't joined America's embargo. 24 hours before it was announced, European nations made it clear that they will not join the ban. This is hardly surprising. The EU gets 40% of its crude oil and 45% of its gas supplies from Russia. This dependency has made sure they cannot ban Russian energy.
Bulgaria will support all kinds of measures because we are really against the war. But these two maybe would ask for an exception. In other words, we just cannot have, we don't have current alternatives right now. We're too dependent.
All my American colleagues assured me during the talks that they are all in a different situation than Germany and Europe. The USA is an oil exporting country. Russian imports account for 7.5%. Germany is an oil importing country. Russian imports account for 35%. You told me in the conversation that we neither demand nor will demand that Germany does the same.
The third problem with America's move is the risk of a Russian retaliation. The EU may not have stopped Russian oil imports for now, but it's planning to cut its dependency on Russia in the long run. Moscow says it won't let this go unanswered. It's threatening to shut oil pipelines to Europe. So to put it simply, this oil ban may be a symbolic move for Washington, but it could prove to be a risky gamble for Europe.